Hey yo, what's good YouTube? Check it, right? I did a couple of videos today because I had time. I was in the hospital. Well, I wasn't in the hospital, but a loved one of mine was in the, was in the hospital. Thank God everything came out fine. It was a little surgery, But and before anybody may start in the comments about my hair, yeah, I know my hair is fucked up. My hair's messed up. I'm about to get it done. I haven't had time. Alright? Like I said. You see what I just said, what I went through today, right? Alright, so let's put that out the way. Because I know there's going to be a bozo or always a troll or, you know what I'm saying? Like, always a hater or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, making dumbass comments and shit, right? Anyways, so I've talked about a lot different things. Some important, some just talking shit. As far as important, you know what I'm saying, anybody who's seen the video of that I did on 3rd Ave in the Bronx, here in the Bronx, where somebody OD'd, my prayers go out to him, and I hope that he's doing all right and he came out of whatever he was, you know what I'm saying. I hope nothing bad happened to him. And that was one of my serious videos, you know what I'm saying, because it was crazy. It's something else. Anyways, so I talked about a lot of things, but I haven't addressed the elephant in the room. Which, you know what I'm saying, if you're a hip-hop head or you follow hip-hop heavy, you know what I'm saying, you'll know. About the Jim Jones talking about he'll run laps around Nas. He'll run around Nas like Saturn type shit. You know what I'm saying? He was popping his shit. He was talking his shit. Okay, he's confident. I give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Every man should be confident of themselves. You know? That's why I can't stand smoking paper, because that should be shutting off and all that. I like blunt bills. I fuck with blunt bills. I never been a backwood type nigga. I smoked it before, but nah, like, you know? I don't follow the trend. I make it. Anyway, so, yeah, so he was on the Joe and Jada show, Joe and Jada podcast. Shout out to them out there, them boys out there doing their thing. Jada funny as hell. That nigga be caught, that nigga, yo, every time he put his hands on his face and goes back, that means Joe lying or Joe telling a story. Anyways, but, so yeah, Jimmy came out and said, you know what I'm saying, that he's better than Nas right now at this capacity, that because he's still in the field, Just with this itself, it's a no. You in the field because you gotta be in the field. Nas is not in the field because he doesn't have to. You gotta be in that booth. Because if you're not, but yo, the bills is not getting paid. Alright? The bills is not getting paid. Nas, he got a project out in Queens, casino. He bringing Vegas to one of the boroughs of this Big Apple, the city, bro. When they say the city, they know what city they talking about. New York. All right. Now, he got confidence, but you got a little too confidence. You started talking too cocky, and I remember you, Jimmy, Uncle Jimbo. You are a fan. You even admitted it, that you was a fan of Nas. You dressed like him. You when he came out, cause he had that hustler swag. You know what I'm saying? And you said that his first album was your favorite album, like it inspired you or whatever, and that you lost him after Belly. First of all, I don't see what he did in Belly that would make somebody make a remark like you did. My son killed it in Belly. They all did. X, you know what I'm saying? God rest his soul, man. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he made it, things right with the man above, and I believe so, because X was a spiritual person. He prayed at all his concerts, in every album he made, there was always a prayer. In three of his albums, there was, on each one, there was a conversation that he had with God and the conversation that he had with Satan. He had his demons, and you know what I'm saying, getting high, this and that, but I mean, I don't know, but I know at one point he was clean. He was looking healthy, you know, weighed up, you know. Anyways, we ain't really here to talk about that, but I'm just saying that because, you know, it's important, you know. You mentioned a person at that altitude or at that level where he was at, and the person X was, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, how do you say that? You gotta elaborate a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Which is also showing you flowers. But, so anyways, yeah. So, you are a fan. You admitted it on the Joe and Jada show podcast that you was a fan of Nas. And the reason you're doing this, and you went on Nightcap with Shannon Sharp, Mr. Shay room himself, and argued with the man, and then you wanted to even go at him talking about even with the weights and the fitness and this and that. Like, you know, bro, you can't stop it, bro. You know, you're waiting for Nas to respond, because if he responds, bro, you're gonna be even more fanned out. Like, oh, like when you was a nobody and Nas was a somebody already, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was known. His music was being played on the radio, like, to like, he was, you know what I'm saying, your idol or somebody you look like, you know, you like. For him to come at you or mention you or try to, that's like a bitch's panties getting wet, bro. You know what I'm saying? All due respect, or to the females, all due respect. I apologize. I shouldn't have even said that. Anyway, I'm high. But yeah, like 7-8 feet, Nah, I'm bugging. I'm sitting in the lazy boy and shit. But anyways, but yeah. So if Nas responds to Jimmy is gonna be like a kid in Christmas, a kid on Christmas. Like the fact that Nas responded and made Jim even more relevant than what he is now. I give it to him because the reason he's still relevant is because the nigga, he stay in the gym, he does his Instagram jump board, he be in the hood, and he's still, you know what I'm saying? He's still in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? He's still in the kitchen cooking it up, you know what I'm saying? So I give it to him, you know. But like for you to say that you're better than Nas, and people say like, oh, you mess up Nas' legacy or this, and nobody can mess nobody's legacy up, especially in a situation like this. The best thing, in my opinion, and I know everybody's like waiting for Nas to respond and see if this and that and blah blah blah. But for me, first of all, I don't think Nas is gonna respond because he knows if he responds, he's making Jimmy more relevant, you know, and talked about. Plus, he got too much money to get in a rap battle with and a beef with this nigga, Jimmy. When, for me, in my opinion, when he went at Jay, he won that battle. That ass. He got he got the illest diss track in rap history, bro. Yeah, Hit 'Em Up was at that time, or like, you know what I'm saying, but that was before, that was way, like Ether was like years after Pac passed, and even then, you know, like in hip hop in general, man, Ether was like, even Jay said it. I seen an interview where Jay said that when he heard Ether, right away he was like, oh, like, yo, that Jay don't write. That nigga said, he was like, yo, like, that nigga, he needed to write. He needed to get, you know, he was like, yo, I gotta write something. Because he knew that Nas got him with the Ether, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Jimmy, cut it out, man, for real. Cut it out, bro. Stop the shenanigans. Like my boy Smoke News TV. Shout out to him. You know, and the people I usually watch, you know what I'm saying? I shout them out, you know, acknowledge them because they got good content. You know, if you're not subscribed to Smoke News TV, go over there, boom. That nigga's always up on everything. On the Diddy trial right now, he's like, yo, when something happens, that nigga's in the news. He's like Trench's News without the snitch part though. Trench's News from Chicago, he's like the Trench's News of New York. But without the snitch part, like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, so, yeah. Like he says, cut the shenanigans, man. Like, stop. You know, like, Nas, like I say, the best thing I feel that should happen is Nas not to respond. He don't need to respond. Come on. He don't need to respond. He got a multi-billion-dollar casino investment with some other investors, I guess, you know what I'm saying, coming out of Queens, you know what I'm saying, right now. And look at that. That's given to the community. A casino in Queens. Shit. anyways, y'all have a blessed night. God bless. Say y'all prayers. Like, comment, subscribe. I talk my shit, man. I keep it real. You know? I don't got no setup. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the future I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got the time to get it, or when I could get around to that, I'll do. You know what I'm saying? But right now it's raw and uncut. No filter. So, subscribe, hit the bell notification, press the like, and share my videos so my channel could grow. God bless.